Found this spot on the bank. You can see the water right there. And just look at all the fire rock that's laying around. It's eroding out of this bank. And so I decided to kind of walk up here to take a look. And look right there at that blade right there. See this big black thing right here? I haven't got a picture of it yet, so I'm going to turn the camera off and get a picture of it. Then I'll turn it back on and we'll pick it up. Okay, I got a picture, so let's pull it and see what we got. It's a big old blade. The ends broke off. I guess that's maybe an Adena blade. It's a big one. When you look around here and you see this fire rock just laying here, eroding out of the bank. All kinds of it right in there. I'm just look around, see if there's anything else laying here on the surface. I haven't been to this spot before. It's a new one I found, so I'll have to come back here and check it again from time to time, see what else is eroding out of the bank. But you can see up there where the bank's kind of collapsing down. And this stuff's falling out from up there. So a lot of stuff to look through here. And we'll keep looking, see if we can't find something else. This spot's loaded with busted up fire rock and other debris, some modern stuff like those bricks. This little stone right here looks like it could be a pitted stone. Not 100% sure though. Let's check it and see. No, I think it's just a natural divot in it. Let's take a look here and see if we can't spot something before we start shifting. Old twist top bottle. See what this rock is back here. I'm not sure what that is. Doesn't look like anything good though. Kind of hard to see if there's anything laying on the bottom. There's so many leaves on the bottom. We'll have to do some sifting to see what's down there. See, this stuff's tumbling out of the bank here, and there's so much growth on the bank that it'd be hard to spot a point laying on the bank. We'll just start doing a little sifting. See if we can find something. Got a broke in the screen. You can see there's some flakes in here, pieces, but right there's a broken Madison. You see the tip's gone. Yeah. Upper half of it's missing. Bottom two corners are in good shape. Yeah, it's a broken Madison. It's a start. See what else we can find. We got another broken point and a piece of pottery, I believe. I think that's the pottery right there. Yeah, it's Native American pottery. And that looks like a broken point. Yeah, it would have been a big triangle. Tips busted off, that corner's intact. That corner looks like it might have a chip out of it. Still looking for that first hole point and finding tons of flakes. And so far, no good points. We're just getting started. See what else I can find. Finally got a good point in here. You see, you're still seeing a lot of flakes. Big old chunk here. Look like that's been worked around the edges. It would have been a real thick point if that was the tip of a point. But you see there's a lot of flakes in here. But there's the point. You can see it, the black one there. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that's in pretty good shape. A little bit thick. It looks like it could be a small Hopewell. Hopewell would be a woodland point, about 2,000 years old. It doesn't feel like there's any grinding on it. If that was flatter, I would say it potentially could be a Jack's Reef, but I kind of lean towards a Hopewell on that one. That's a nice point. Better than what I've been finding. I'll keep on sifting. See if I can come up with another good one. That one there does look like it has working flaking all around it. It could have been something they started working on and gave up when it's broke across the fracture in the stone. Here's my finds for today. First spot I went to, I found this blade, and it looks like it's been used as a knife. This side you can see is straighter than this side, and I think that's from use and resharpening. I believe this would have been rounded just like this side. Because if you look at this side, it's kind of thin on the edge, but this one's thick, and that's where they've resharpened it over time and worked it back in towards the middle of the point. So I believe that was used as a knife. There's the little Madison you saw earlier in the video. Tip of it broke off. There's the only nice point I found today, and I'm still thinking that's a Hopewell. The base isn't ground. Hopewells typically aren't ground. They're a woodland point, about 2,000 years old. And I thought it could also be a Brewerton corner notch, but they're middle to late archaic, and they should have basal grinding on them. It's kind of thick point, so it's got an elliptical cross section, so that kind of rules out the Jack's Reef. So sticking with a Hopewell on that one. There's a larger triangle. Of course, tips busted off of it. Found it with this piece of pottery. This piece of pottery has been tempered with flint. You can see a piece right there and some gray pieces right in there. You'll see flint sometimes, shells, muscle shells other times, but this one's been tempered with flint. A couple other tips. This one, not sure what it is, but it's been worked around the edge. Apparently they was doing something with it and it didn't break the way they wanted it to, so they tossed it in the scrap pile. It's not bad for a day on the river. I haven't been out as much as I'd like. It's been so daggone hot. I spent a week out in Utah. Did a little bit of hunting for treasure chests. They have a hunt out there every year now, starting in 2020. They started with a $5,000 treasure chest. This year it was up to $25,000. You have to solve a poem and find it hidden out on a hiking trail somewhere. I was out there a week, didn't find it. After I came back, about 2 weeks later, somebody found it. There's also a hunt for the helmet here that Go-Mart convenience stores and HD Media, which owns Charleston and Huntington newspapers, they put on a hunt for the helmet. They've started that back in 18, and they have one for the WVU helmet and one for the Marshall helmet, and they usually offer up season tickets and sometimes a $500 gas card. This year it was just 2 season tickets, and I ended up finding the helmet this year, so I got 2 season tickets to West Virginia home games. I didn't try to go down to the Huntington area and look for the Herd helmet, the Marshall Herd helmet. So I've been doing some other things, waiting for the weather to cool down a little bit. Now it's starting to cool off a little bit. I'm gonna try to get back out more, see what I can find. Thanks for watching, folks. Please like and subscribe.